Hello. My name is Liz. This is Heretic Owl Tarot, and this is a reading for Virgo. Wherever Virgo shows up in your chart, this is a 3-card spread. The first card is your current energy, or the energy that's currently surrounding you. Like, why do I feel like I just repeated myself? The second card is the energy that's leaving or is no longer serving you. And the third card is the energy that's coming in or will be available to you. I'm just going to shuffle a bunch of times until it feels right. And then, of course, we'll get your spread out. I would absolutely love it if you subscribed to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm so glad that we are here for Virgo. There we go. All right. So, current energy, strength. The energy that's leaving, the 9 of Pentacles. And the energy that's coming in, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting, bro. Huh. 8, 9, 10. Even though they're like different elements. To clarify the strength card, we have the 5 of Pentacles. To clarify the 9 of Pentacles, we have the Fool card. And to clarify the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Apprentice of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. Hopefully that helps. Of course, I choose like this time to do the reading. And the lighting is terrible. But I can't close the blinds because I have too many plants in that window. But they're not like all the way down here. They're like higher. Anyway, this looks good. I love a progression, especially back to back like that, like the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, bro. Good stuff. So to start, we have the Strength card and the 5 of Pentacles. This truly, I mean, it literally just feels like you have been in a season of like L's. However that has looked for you. It just, I mean, it really feels like, I mean, like you have been, you know, like having to count your pennies, having to count your fucks that you give, right? Like just really going through it. And even too, like with the Strength card, it literally, I mean, even just looking at the imagery on that card, they look so exhausted to me. You know, it's like one of those things of not being able to like catch a break, but at the same time, like knowing, right? Like, I mean, you have to get up every day and you have to work or you have to show up for whatever responsibilities that you have, right? And it's just like you have just enough energy to do those things. And literally anything that comes up could just like stress you out or, you know, like just be your undoing. Like that might be a little bit more dramatic than, you know, it appears, but true. I mean, seriously, the Strength card, right? Like it's determination and perseverance and like inner strength. The 5 of Pentacles is lack and scarcity. It's, you know, like even trying to just remain positive can, you know, be that thing. Like not necessarily seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, but being sure that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? And just even having to be resourceful with your time, with your money, with your energy, like I said, with the fucks that you have left, you know, just having to even get creative with that. And what's leaving is a 9 of Pentacles and the Fool card. You know, this really feels like having to, okay, either having to go at things alone, right? Like independence, new beginnings, you know, really even like making things happen for yourself, moving, trying new things, you know, like trying to create new opportunities, right? Like having to really like take care of yourself. I mean, both of the, like this combination is good, right? Like there's nothing bad about this combination, and it is in the position of what is leaving. So, you know, again, like if you've had to rely on yourself, right? Like just not having support or like making decisions independent of anybody else, which I think is also like very Virgo. Because, you know, I think too, like Virgo, I have a Virgo moon. So it's like not necessarily wanting other people's contribution in some capacity, whether, you know, it's their ideas or their opinions. It could even be their financial help in some capacity, since we are talking about pentacles. You know, and it's because what is so interesting is that over here, what's coming in is the 10 of Pentacles, which does have to do with other people. I feel like there's something that I haven't yet said about these two. The 9 of Pentacles is, you know, it's individual success. It is financial independence, financial freedom. The Fool card is taking a leap of faith. It's a risk. It could also even be like things changing quickly. Even, you know, I keep looking at this rabbit on the Fool card, and I think about, you know, when like rabbits run across the street, sometimes they get across the street and then they change their mind and they run back the other way. You know, it's like being wishy-washy, or, you know, changing your mind in the middle of a decision, right? Like it's almost even too like considering too many things. And maybe that has to do with your own sense of security that you're concerned about. So it's almost like the focus, or I don't want to say lack of focus, but almost like something interrupting your focus. Like in the middle, like it's like you get there, you're there, and then something changes and you go back for whatever reason. And I mean, it could be because you got more information, you got to a point where you're like, nope, that's not it. So you go back. That's interesting. And then what is coming in is a 10 of Pentacles and the Apprentice of Swords. You know what is also kind of interesting between these two cards is that, right, like there's this fish, like it's underwater. You can see the geese flying like above the water line, right? But also even the fact that a Pentacles card has you underwater, and water represents our emotions and our, you know, our emotional body, how we make decisions from our emotions, right? So I think that is actually really pretty interesting, because then in the 10 of Pentacles, there's more of like, we can see more of the picture. We're above water now, right? And it's, you know, it's interesting because we have this coin here, and the image on the coin is, you know, this image here. So to me, it feels like materializing a vision that you have, or even something that you've written down or you've drawn yourself, or maybe you saw like in a picture or something, but it's like taking that inspiration and materializing it. 10s are also a completion. 9s are individual completion. 10s are, you know, 10s involve other people. So it's generational wealth, inheritance, legacy, It is getting to a position where, like you make enough money, you have enough resources to take care not only of yourself, but other people, right? Like you have the means in order to do that. You have the space in order to do that. Even community or moving to a place where you feel like you just literally in your breath. That's how I ended up in Colorado, because my family vacationed in this random ass little town in Colorado when I was younger. And I like refused to leave. I felt like I had to be here. Literally, in the pictures that we have of my mom and my sister and me, I'm like literally crying in these pictures. I am so sad to leave. I hid with some cats under the staircase thinking that my parents would just leave me there. I don't even know how old I was. Maybe 11 or 10 or something. And then I had the opportunity to move out here when I was 22. And I've been out here ever since, except for like 2 years. I moved back to Vegas, where I'm from. And then I moved back out here. And that was like 13 years ago. So, right, it's like, finding that place that like you feel at home in, or even just a group or community, or, prioritizing that a bit. And this Apprentice of Swords, I want to read from the book. It says, honest, insightful, and frank. This apprentice embodies a feminine energy whose strength is found in clear communication and an openness to new ideas. Be bold in your personal expression. Look out for opportunities. Stay curious and alert. Why not take a risk? Which is interesting because we have the Fool over there. Try public speaking, start a blog or podcast, or initiate conversations with people you find intimidating. Think of it as an exploration phase, a time to be bold, because isn't that what life is all about anyway? I also think it's interesting we have this ant, right? I mean, ants can carry what, like however many times more than their body weight, which is just kind of shocking, right? It's like being able to take on, and clearly it's like you already know this though, being able to take on more than you think. Not that you should, but right, it's like this whole process has gotten you to this point where this could even be the thing that takes you out of the Strength card and the Five of Pentacles. Focusing on what's next, taking that risk, doing something that is just maybe not what you thought you were going to end up doing. This is also very logical, very practical. This feels more just like ping pong, or what's that? I mean, ping pong works, but no, what's that? Pinball. I hope this has made sense. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.